It is so cold out today. It is freaking freezing. It's gonna be -9 degrees this weekend in upstate New York. Oh my goodness. But this is gonna be a quickie today, but this is something that I wish someone had told me so much sooner. Like, I cannot tell you. So you need to recognize your inherent worth and your self-worth and value, okay? Value to yourself, value in this life. You know, you need to challenge those negative thoughts that we were talking about within yourself, and flip that switch within yourself and start thinking about your self-worth so deeply. You need to acknowledge your strengths, acknowledge your talents, even if they're weird or a little funky. You know, you need to forgive yourself, forgive your past mistakes and the things that have happened in the past. You, at this point, hopefully, or if you're still there, you know, that doesn't define you. You need to leave that in the past. That's not always going to be who you are. You can become a better person and step away from that stuff and just let it go. You know, let it go. You need to truly see how great you are. And you know, I know for me, like, I am such a loving person and I love too hard sometimes. And that was a big lesson I had to learn throughout my life, because I would give my love and my energy to the wrong people all the time. And I would love in a way that it would not be returned to me. So you need to find people in life that are going to meet you where you're at and give back to you the way that you give to them, okay? And I'm saying this because those things are not going to happen until you value yourself enough. And then once you start to value yourself, then you're going to find people that value you the same and give back to you, and people that are deserving of your love. And you also need to be able to set boundaries and say no to people, which I am not the greatest at that. I am still working on that for sure. Boundaries are so important, and if you don't realize your own self-worth, you're not going to be able to set those boundaries and set those limits for yourself. So you really need to do the inner work first, which I keep saying this, but I'm going to keep saying it because it's so important. Like, you need to focus on you and the inner you before it shows in other ways. And you know, you can also, like, give compliments to people and take compliments. People have a hard time taking compliments. I do. I know I do. I love to give them, but it's extremely hard for me to take them and accept someone giving me a compliment. So again, once you surround yourself with people that see your worth and see your value, when you get a compliment from someone like that, it's going to mean so much more to you than if it was just, you know, prior to you having this self-worth. Someone might compliment you and you'd be like, oh yeah, okay, thanks, you know, whatever. But no, you need to take it and think about it and be like, no, I am this. I am adventurous, or I am whatever the case, beautiful or funny or this or that. Like, I want you guys to really, really think about that. And that's my little tidbit for today, my little tidbit of knowledge. But hopefully that'll help someone out there struggling to see their self-worth, and maybe not in the best relationships or the best scenarios. And you know, if that other person is not giving you back what you're putting in, that's not it, babe. You got to figure that out. So take that for what you will. I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for stopping into the APG Alcove. Please follow, share, like, comment please, because I want to hear your comments. But I'll see you tomorrow.